Well, I
the
mean,
boys, we have no
presumably,
money, therefore...
hopefully we can scam our listeners into giving us money.
You know that
Yeah.
we're gonna keep that in...
I'm well aware. Speaking directly to the listeners, give us your money. We will give you nothing in return. This is a scam. Give us your money. We are milking you for all you are worth, and you will never get an ounce of recognition for it. Give us your money.
Or don't, it's up to you.
No, it's not. Give us your money.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so, I'll be the narrator.
You don't even know how much I have to cut when editing these things. You don't even want to know. Okay, you're narrator?
Am I? I guess I am.
You are now.
Am I reading the author's note, or is the person who chose this particular abomination?
I get to, I guess. So, we're reading this on Wattpad, re-uploaded by Bible Bubba 20. Though it appears it is written by StarVix on fanfiction.net, which we know fanfiction.net has the highest quality of fics. And no drama whatsoever. Also,
it's really unclear whether this is a sequel to StarVix's series, written by Bubba, or if it's StarVix's sequel, reposted by Bubba.
Yeah.
You can diss on fanfiction.net all you want. My Immortal is better than anything we have read so far.
It's better than anything we will ever read.
Yeah, we will, and we won't be reading My Immortal.
No, we won't.
It's been
Unless you
overdone.
pay us, in which case we won't read it harder.
Doug would read My
This
Immortal.
is only the
all right.
fourth video. You can't do this.
We don't talk about Doug. So, author's notes.
I'm doing it, Cods.
Do it faster.
Fight me!
So much I have to cut out.
Fight me! I do not own this story. I found it and wanted to share it with my friends, followers, and readers. All rights go to StarVix. Here's the link to her page. We'll link that in the description. And the link to the story. I also don't own any of the Sonic characters. All rights go to Sega and Archie Comics. And I do not own the Bible or any biblical characters. All rights go to God. Capital G.
As of the first chapter, we're gonna very quickly get a read on this particular person's attitude towards Christianity. This story is a Christian allegory. I have placed it in spiritual because there is no Christian category on this site. Because as we all know, Christianity deserves special recognition as separate from all other spiritual practices.
Could you imagine if they had a Muslim category on the site?
Oh, God.
The Americans would... The Americans would just shoot the damn site.
Yes.
Okay. It is a direct sequel to I Still Believe. I would humbly suggest that you read that before starting this. No, we won't. We're reading this first. All Bible verses are taken from the NIV, unless otherwise noted. I don't know enough about the Bible to know what NIV means. Is that
It's a specific translation.
Ah,
I don't know which one, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
You Google it. Google, whatever.
Goggle.
Oh, Google what?
You goggle it.
The NIV,
NIV Bible translation. The NIV Bible translation. The song I Surrender All, which is sung later in the story, and which is the title of this story, is a hymn written by Judson W. Van Deventer. I mean no disrespect by using it, or any of the other songs which I will use in this story. To God be all the glory.
I love that this is also a lyric fic, which is great. It's the New International Version of the Bible.
Virgin?
So this is like
the New International Version. Wow, I get. When did they get rid of the old International Version?
Well, the old one was the New International Chad, but that's a whole other... that one was too powerful.
Right. The old International Chad versus the New International Version. Anyway,
not even started the fic.
Chapter 1. A Wolf in the Fold? Even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. So it is no wonder that his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. 2 Corinthians 11:14-15. I am trusting the Lord to keep you from believing false teachings. God will judge that person, whoever he is, who has been confusing you. Galatians 5:10. I believe this is a song, so here's what I'm gonna do. What big lies we have. We come as spies, disguised as lambs, but if they'd read, just open a page, they think they could spot the wolves far away. What truths the scripture has. I'd be sure to warn if someone's bad. Before they understand God's grace, I think I ought to lock you up in a safe. Is this Christian rock?
I do believe so.
Little Read Bible Book, Apologetics.
Is
which
this
one
an
of us is
edgy
doing
OC?
I hate Christian rock so much. Like, not because it's Christian, alright? I don't care about that. What I care about is that it's bad. All Christian rock is the same song. It's the same song over and over again. Mix up the lyrics, but it's exactly... It all sounds exactly the same.
You know, I am now required to put, like, a Christian rock song in the video just because you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that literally. God, if you're listening, damn it.
What if we are God?
Are we God?
Alright, let's continue.
No,
I mean, there are 3 of us. There's the whole, like, who's God, who's
We
Jesus,
have
and who's
not
the Holy
even
Spirit.
started the fic. We
Okay.
have not even started the
Okay,
fic. We
let's
will
start.
never start
Let's
this
go.
fic.
Let's go.
We're gonna have
End
a
the video
two-parter. Two-parter of 1 chapter.
Again. Let's go.
Again.
Commander Shadow the Hedgehog was taking the news rather hard.
More?
He asked, sounding despondent. His friend and mentor, Commander Jack, just sighed and nodded, his countenance grave. Shadow bowed his head for a second, then turned to the window.
How many this time?
At least 20.
Commander Jack replied.
20.
The word sounded bitter in his mouth as the ebony hedgehog repeated it. 20 of the king's citizens had recanted and gone into the Forbidden Realm, Lucifer's domain.
That
Okay,
sounds...
I see we're doing a lore mashup.
I didn't fully, like, crystallize that, oh, they're making Lucifer canon in the Sonic universe.
Well, yeah, of course. They want it to be,
Yeah.
I don't know enough about Sonic lore to know if the Forbidden Realm is a thing, or if Commander Jack is a person and not an OC. But
could not tell
I
you.
sincerely hope it is.
The seven Chaos Emeralds or the 7 Deadly Sins?
Okay.
Okay.
Shadow knew for a fact that any who entered the Forbidden Realm would never come back. He had spent enough time in... Is that Mephiles or Mephiles? I'm gonna go with Mephiles. In Mephiles' army to know that the dragon would pounce as soon as they were in his clutches, and he would never let go. 20 more souls doomed for an eternity, and the recantations were happening nearly every day now. And why? That's what Shadow wished he could know. The best they could figure, someone was deceiving the king's citizens, lying to them and lying to them somehow to make them recant. But who and how? That was anybody's guess.
There's more.
Commander Jack continued, sounding even sadder if such a thing was possible.
Mighty was with them.
If the news before had been a blow to Shadow, this news was as if a lightning bolt had struck him from the sky. The Hedgehog commander paled considerably.
What?
He gasped. Mighty! But he had been so strong in his faith. It was inconceivable that he would recant. Shadow's head started to spin, and he sat down behind his desk heavily, gazing out the window of his office. He wished not for the first time that he could turn back the clock, if only for a few moments, back to when he was still a new citizen, when the thought of anyone recanting was laughable, when Amy and Sonic had been with him, to help him whenever he had faltered, as he felt himself faltering now. Okay, what is happening? Why is this so, decently written?
Right? This is actually surprisingly well written. I expected it to be terrible.
Here's the thing.
Sonic Bible fanfic.
I think
It is terrible, but not because of the quality of the writing.
I think we're tricking ourselves into thinking it's quality because we don't have a context for the lot that's happening, and we're imagining something cool as the backstory because we haven't read the first fic. But it's gonna be something like, uh...
Oh, I believe the summary for the first
It's just
one
gonna be God's
Sonic
not dead, except with Sonic.
If that's not, like, the internet in a nutshell, I don't know how to...
He's gotta take a meme far too seriously. Hard to say if this is...
That's just 4chan. Someone on 4chan wrote this. I don't... This is 100% 4chan.
No, it's not fashy enough.
Are you saying, like, this depiction of
if I had to guess... If I had to guess, this was some kind of, like, incredibly sheltered, like, 20-something who grew up in the Bible Belt or somewhere, who was also a big Sonic fan, writing this. Either that, or, like, a priest trying to infiltrate the Sonic fanfiction community.
Trying to convert people through Sonic. I like that. There's a priest trying to convert people through Sonic fanfics.
Though I know just enough about the Sonic community to know that there are legitimately people who write this stuff sincerely. So, I don't think there's any way of knowing. And it's well written enough that this might be a troll fic, but there's no way of knowing. Okay. Now, Amy had gone on a journey through the borderlands, places at the outskirts of Lucifer's turf. Lucifer's turf. His gang, his squad owns these streets.
Yeah, it's me and the boys.
Where few king's citizens were, and to those who were difficult to reach. It would be several years still before she was due to come back. As for Sonic, a bittersweet pang filled Shadow's being as he remembered the day Sonic had been whisked away before his very eyes. It had been more than a small shock to find that his cobalt blue friend had not been from his world, although it did explain why Sonic had been so clueless about such obvious things, and why he would start speaking about strange things as if they were commonplace. He had been told that while the king may very well wish for Sonic to come back to this realm, Shadow would probably never see Sonic again in this lifetime, but that he would certainly see his friend when they crossed over into the king's city, and there they would live forevermore. Oh, okay, so the king isn't a monarch. The king isn't a monarch, it's God.
Oh, it's just
also,
Rome.
I think it's implying that Sonic was an angel?
Maybe.
I mean, Super Saiyan Sonic, you can't tell me that's not somewhat angelic.
That had been nearly 10 years ago, as Shadow could recall. After Sonic's disappearance, he had devoted himself to the task of studying to become a commander, and had been thrilled when the day came in when he had earned his commission. He had been assigned to the training grounds at Gala, a town about 15 miles away from Delphina. Oh, here's the fashiness.
Not Delphina, it's Delphia. Delphina's the Mario one.
Right.
Delphino Island.
Okay. Where he had received his own training. Gala was a small town surrounded on all sides by a thick forest.
Like 4 seats in there, by the way.
Shadow had heard Sonic once refer to a town Gala's size as... How would he put it? Oh, yeah,
a one-stoplight town!
Whatever that meant. Great Sonic.
Does Sonic just yell everything he says?
Of course.
Yes.
Dear God.
What? Doesn't he?
Yeah.
The king... no, not the king. Shadow. Shadow isn't God. He's an edgy hedgehog who shoots at people with real-ass guns.
Real-ass guns.
God is an edgy hedgehog.
God is an edgy hedgehog. You heard it here first, Earth folks.
The one true religion.
Shadow wondered how Sonic would handle the thought of someone tricking a king's citizen into recanting. More than likely, he'd say something like,
"Well then, let's go get him!"
and then rush off in some odd direction without one clue or idea as to who the deceiver was, or where he should look. Sonic had never been one for thinking things through. There we go. Then again, somehow Sonic had always managed to get the job done. Shadow's focus snapped back into the present. His face flushed warm as he realized that Commander Jack had been speaking and he hadn't been paying any attention. He was busy fantasizing about his gay lover, the Angel Sonic.
Forgive me, Commander. You were saying?
Commander Jack raised an eyebrow, but repeated himself anyway.
An emergency commanders conference has been called. All commanders are required to come to Delfino Island and report any information they may have on who the deceiver is and where he may be hiding, as well as how he is reacting. Even if we get no new information, it will ensure that the commanders know about this, so they can warn their trainees and keep a sharp lookout for any deceivers.
You aren't even halfway through. Okay. Shadow nodded. Right now, it was quite literally the best they could do. That, and continue to pray that the deceiver would be revealed so he or she could be stopped before any more King's citizens destroyed themselves because of false teachings.
When is the conference?
Shadow asked.
When the sun is at the highest peak on Thursday.
Why not
That's
just be
a needlessly cryptic answer. All right. Hey, you know when that business meeting is had? You know when that business meeting is? When the raven knocks twice at the stone door. Ah, thanks, bro. Hey, when are the parent-teachers conferences? Upon the crystal mount when sun sings. Okay. Okay. Commander Jack replied.
How do you schedule things?
I don't.
If
Okay.
scheduling.
When the sun is Commander Jack replied, standing to leave.
I will see you then.
Shadow nodded, his face set with grim determination.
You can't laugh right as I'm doing the line.
We're so
Shadow
close.
nodded, his face set with grim determination. Thursday.
It's Thursday, my dudes. Thursday seemed to simultaneously come too quickly and not quickly enough for Shadow, but it did come all the same. Shadow found himself in a large conference room with many other commanders. Some he recognized, many he did not. But they were all there to deal with a common, very deadly threat.
We can stop there, though. I am absolutely fine stopping there.
Yeah, let's stop there. That's quite enough of that. Thank you very much.
All right.
And we don't even have to continue the fic.
Yeah, we don't. I mean,
I
unless our
kinda wanna
audience wants
continue.
us to really, really, really badly and is willing to pay us for it.
We need to be more popular before we can start charging people for anything. Trust me. Patreon takes a big fee from you unless you have like a good chunk of money coming in from it.
Are we talking about
Not
Patreon? I was just gonna suggest that people like hide money under trees.
I mean,
Unmarked,
yes.
wads of cash. We also accept heroin.
Send carrier pigeons.
Just attach the money to a carrier pigeon and then like shove it into like the corner of a wall until it like glitches out and phases through. And
You have to do it right,
should be
otherwise you're
good
just
to
gonna
us.
crush the carrier pigeon.
Yeah, it's a very difficult
yeah.
but once you got the method on it, it'll save you at least 20 minutes on your run.
Yeah, your void speed run. Wouldn't recommend trying it. You can't get out.
Yeah,
We have a couple people down here.
Those are people? I guess so, yeah.
Well, they were. They were people. Before they merged with the Blender cubes.
Yeah.
Alright.
And all the pigeon corpses. There's a lot of pigeon
Right.
corpses. No money though.
Yeah. No money though. Not yet.
Just-
Keep working on that. Pay us. Okay.
Let's
All right.
Let's keep this ending bit going longer than the actual